This is why I'm not part of the spiritual community, because the spiritual community is part of that. You're not enough. You didn't study enough. You don't know enough. You're not talented enough. You don't have to give it. We've been told for so long that we're not enough. It's not right. We're not doing it right. Says who? We're doing it perfectly. That makes sense? You are not broken. You're not. You never were. You're never going to be. That's why I'm not in the spiritual community. I don't agree with them. You are enough. You are not broken. You are perfect.
I get lost inside my thoughts, and when I start to think, oh, the whole closest starts to end up on the brink. I tried so hard, but all these scars, they cut so deep.
So did everybody have a good day? Were you guys reminiscing a lot? Were like some old, wasn't bad stuff, just like reminiscing. Did you guys have that? Doing good? Staying over now instead of coming in early. Okay. Yeah, I found myself like really reminiscing and I went to look at the charts because I was like, what is going on? Okay, I don't see them until later, but I will try to remember to comment. Thank you, Ree. It just kind of helps me know who's watching and whether we should do this again, like whether I need to continue this. Because I love the dailies, honestly. It's so weird that the dailies have freed me up to do other things, but I love it. I love getting in y'all's, like all of our energy coming together because I can feel y'all uh, every day. It's like, it's almost like I get to check in and see how y'all are doing too while we're like looking at the energy, right? And I find it helpful to like know how to navigate the certain energy so we work with it. Yeah, but so yes, you guys said you were reminiscing too. Like it was a good thing. It was just reminding us of like it was different things. It wasn't like good or bad. I found it helpful because it kind of, we're in that Aries energy of identifying who we want to be in this next stage. Remember, we're ending Pisces. Venus ended Pisces, right? So we're like trying to identify who we want to be with spirituality, who we want to, what parts of us do we want to have. Venus, what parts of love, relationships, the physical abundance that comes around us, how much we want that, right? It was me too. Me too. That's so weird. Me too. Reminiscing on, oh my God, what do I do now from here? Better than before, but whole new level of need to do better. It's me though, Aquastar. When is it not some continual transformation thing? Okay. That brings up a good point because I have talked to two people that are thinking that same thing, kind of along the same thing. Yeah, yeah. So it's like what I was talking about with Venus and Neptune and Saturn's about to come in there, right? So Venus, Neptune, Saturn, and because Saturn's a little bit harder, Saturn's going to come into Aries. He's going to like get really close to Neptune, not exact, but really close, and then he's going to retrograde back. Now, we also on May 4th, in 2 days, are going to have Pluto station retrograde, right? I'm saying all this for a reason. It's going to station retrograde, okay? He's going to stay at that for like a while, like a month, okay? So he's going really, 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 really slow. So we're in the areas of how Aries identify. What is my identity? So the reason I'm saying this is maybe that's why all of this is coming up because what we used to be, we're not anymore. It will always be a part of us, right? But what we used to be, we're not anymore. And we're like today reminiscing and realizing that we're not there. But are there some parts from there that we want to take? Like the happy times, like how you felt when you were young and free and wild and all that stuff, or how you felt when you were, accomplishing things and doing things. Like, we're reminiscing so that we can identify what we want to be. Now, you said something interesting that brought this up. It's like, oh my God, um, you said better than before, but whole new level of need to do better. It's me though. When is it not some continual transformation thing? That's the thing, is it doesn't have to be a continual transformation thing. We have been in the habit for the last 10 years of transforming, of structures coming down, of um, always being uptight because we had to make sure, you know, and you're getting to see that there's some parts of you that isn't that anymore, and there's no need for that either, right? So remember, you are the creator, right? So if you are the creator, if your thought process is, I always have to transform, then that is going to be your focus and that's what's going to come about. And what they're having us, our higher self, spirit, the other side, source, whatever you call that, is that, um, and this is what the 2019 whatever was for, is like to help us realize that there's not an, now I'm not saying things aren't coming to you, but I'm saying if you continue to think that that's who you are, then that's who you're bringing into this next phase. Does that make sense? Reminiscing, yeah. Good times back then. Wish I did better faster. No, you're telling yourself you're not enough. Do you realize that you're telling yourself you're not enough? If you're saying, I wish I did faster, better, I wish I did better, faster, you're not giving yourself enough credit for where you've come, how far you've come, what you've done, the things you've accomplished, whether anybody saw them or not, the spaces that you know that you hold. So if your thought process and your feeling is, I wish I did better, I wish I did more, I wish I did it faster, then you're going to be striving the whole time. You have to get into this space of relaxation and, I mean, that's a harsh word, hard word to come first, but it's this space of, I know I don't want to be here right now, but I'm okay being here right now. I know I have goals. I know I want my life to not be so hectic and so struggling and so, like, I know that, but you don't have to sit in that and you don't have to tell yourself that all the time. You can remind yourself of what you've accomplished so far. Does that make sense? I want you to really like get this, Aqua Star. I want you to really understand. Like, remind yourself, you've done so much. You've been, here's the thing. We have been told for so long that we're not enough or we're too much. Calm down. You're not doing enough. Speak louder. No, you're speaking too loud. Do this. No, you're doing it that way. No, calm down. No, get more excited. No, why aren't you excited about this? No, calm down. Don't do that. That's too much. Like, that's what we're getting all the time. So it's like you're not. You feel, we all felt, if not, I mean, I don't feel that way in a lot of aspects, but there's still aspects that I'm working through, right? You are enough. I said this the other night, really late at night. This is why I'm not part of the spiritual community, because the spiritual community is part of that. You're not enough. You didn't study enough. You don't know enough. You're not talented enough. You don't have to give it. We've been told for so long that we're not enough. It's not right. We're not doing it right. Says who? We're doing it perfectly. That makes sense? You are not broken. You're not. You never were. You're never going to be. That's why I'm not in the spiritual community. I don't agree with them. You are enough. You are not broken. You are perfect in the life that you live. And that just happens to be here right now. So all of you, I'm not telling you anything new. I'm going to help you remember. That's what I'm doing. Because you're not broken. There isn't anything wrong. You've always been this. You're just at this time when I'm talking about the stars and like Aries, what are you wanting in this next phase? Because we're Aries, first of the chart, the baby of the chart. We're going to have to go all around the chart again to Pisces, right? But these bigger planets tells us that we're ending bigger phases. And when we go to Aries, Neptune going into Aries is asking us, what part of your wholeness that comes from your higher self, your wholeness, in this next stage of life, what part of the spirituality do you want to bring forth to identify as? That's what Neptune and Aries is doing. Venus coming into Aries. What part of you wants to identify with relationships, with boundaries, with resources, with money, with what part of you wants to make that physical to have the to help you feel safe, secure, and stable. Make sense? That's Venus. Okay? That's Venus coming into Aries is asking. It's not saying you have to be something. I'm telling you, remember who you are. You already know. Remember who you are. You're just going to take parts of you. And again, Pluto's in my 12th house. He's been working in my 12th house. We'll be there for another 10 years, right? So I'm understanding that because we're not broken, because we're not missing anything, we're just going to release what we no longer need. You no longer need to be a fighter. You no longer need to be a warrior. You no longer need to be that. You can, in your daily life, be abundant, be happy, be peaceful. This part that you no longer need is not going to completely be away and go away from you. It's a part that can come and be with you when you need it. If something comes about, you've already done this. So you know, oh, I see that happening. Here comes my warrior part. You're just going to remember that's what we're all doing. We're all remembering who we truly are and want to. It's almost like you're putting on the suit. You're putting on this suit for this time, for this next phase. Advocating now for my value. Exactly. What is your value? What do you because what you valued in that old space that's no longer here, that's a different value system, right? You've learned since then and you want to value something else. That's what Venus and Aries is asking you. What do you want to value? How do you want to value? What, with all of your experience and your knowledge and your wisdom on this earth so far, how do you want to value? What do you want to value? Right? I'm so glad that y'all are liking the dailies because I really love the daily. I'm so glad y'all are liking the daily. I really love them. I'm sorry, my camera's here and I'm looking here. But you really do. Now, Saturn's about to come in too. He's going to get close to Neptune. And you know, Saturn, that's Daddy Saturn. He's been working in Pisces. He is now going to step into Aries. And then he's going to go back into Pisces. He's going to retrograde. So I'm just warning you. It's not even a warning. It's just letting you know. When Saturn goes into Aries, he's going to be asking the same question. What do you want to manifest? You've been working in Pisces with me the whole time. I saw all your dreams. I saw all the other realms. They come through me. What do you want? What are you willing to, what is Aries? Take action, right? What are you willing to take action for to have these dreams that are in the ether, that are around you, that are part of you and your whole self? What do you want to bring down? What action are you willing to take to make this physical? That's what, and he's just going to step into Aries for a little bit and think about it. Neptune, the other realms, the no veil, there's no wall, there's nothing. Here comes Saturn with Neptune talking, and you deciding and taking an action, because remember, that's their language to you, your language to them. In Aries, if I take an action this way, you better believe Neptune and Saturn are going to be right there helping you. So, manifestation, manifestation. So if you get a manifestation, then what's going to happen is it's going to retrograde back to make sure that you want that, because you've never had that before. You took the action, you were bold, you've worked in Pisces, you've closed everything out, you're reminiscing right now, we're all reminiscing. What do I want to bring forth with me? That's what part of the reminiscing is. I felt that. Oh, I want to feel that again. Or I felt that and I don't want to feel that again, right? With the 12th house transit, so your Aries is 12th house, it's going to come where you can't see it. You have to use your other senses. Okay? So, in the 12th house, if you've got Aries in the 12th house, where Aries in another house, you can see it coming to you, you're not going to see it till it's there. Or you may sense it, or you may not, um you'll sense it, but some of you may sense it and then be like, I really don't know what to do with this. And then you get a dream that gives you the answer, or you get a synchronicity that gives you the answer, or if you're empathic, you can feel it. Yeah. So I know about the 12th house as much as I know about the 12th house, right? But because for me, at first it was like, I don't want to have Pluto in the 12th house. Like, why do I have to go through that, right? But Pluto in the 12th house, Pluto is bringing from the other world, bringing what's underneath into the surface. So it's allowing me to see things in a way that people who don't have their 12th house active be able to see it and translate it to you, right? So the ninth house is where you learn the modalities. The 12th house is where you use them to go into those other realms. That makes sense? 12th house, Neptune, Pisces, and then Pluto brings the underworld up, brings it to the surface. That's why with Pluto, all of the stuff is coming out, right? A lot of people have a hard time understanding the 12th house. I'm understanding it. Pluto is teaching me about the 12th house. Yeah. So far, what I've gotten since Pluto's been in my 12th house for, I don't know, 5 years, 6 years, maybe 7 years. Yeah, he's been in my 12th house a long time because I have Capricorn in the 12th house and then it turns into Aquarius, right? So Pluto's been in Capricorn and then he went to Aquarius. He's still in my 12th house. He's going to be in my 12th house for another year. I get a long 12th house with him. But I think at first I was afraid and I was mad and I didn't want to have it. But now I see it as me understanding it so much more deeply, and I don't know that anybody else is understanding it this way. I'm not saying they're wrong or they're dumb or they're not. I'm just saying I've really delved into that, right? Because I've learned, Pluto's taught me, use your abilities in your 12th house. That's what they're for. Your connection to the other realms, right? Um, where the ninth house is where you want to learn it, right? Your modalities. So if you happen to be psychic, you want to learn about being more psychic in that ninth house. You learn a modality, hypnosis, astrology, tarot, mediumship, all of that. Energy healing, prana, um, healing touch, Reiki, all of that is learned in the ninth house. Okay. And then you use it to connect through your 12th house. Your 12th house is not, you can't see it. It's the blind spot for you, for all of us. Now, for me, because of my perception and my understanding, I have a belief system coming from the ninth house that people come in front of you to mirror you. There is something when somebody comes in front of me that I'm wanting to understand and experience. And they will give you clues as to what you cannot see. Okay? And that's why I'm saying you may not see it unless you're looking for it, but I'm looking for it. I'm using my other abilities when I have that understanding, that belief from me, what I've learned through all of my stuff, that people for me come to mirror me as I do for them. That makes sense? So, I'm saying that because if that's your belief system, then use that to understand what you can't, your blind spot, what you can't see. Yeah, I'm just saying Pluto because Pluto is bringing all this knowledge to the surface for me, right? He helped me understand structures. He's helping me understand the deeper meaning of the 12th house itself, the deeper meaning of Aquarius, the deeper meaning of Capricorn, the deeper meaning of himself. Because I get to, all of us, whoever, gets to go deeper, right? Now, I have a ninth house Scorpio, which is the original Pluto Scorpio, right? I have the ninth house Scorpio that can go deep. So I already can go deep with things. But I also have Neptune in my chart in the ninth house. So not only can I go deep, there are no walls, there's no veil there. That's why I understand these things so deeply, right? But this is not my first life doing it either. Does that make sense? Like that's why these modalities come so easily to me because I can really go deep and there's nothing holding me back. It's Neptune there. It's all open. I can go as deep as I want to go. That's why when Dot said when I was doing the astrology, tarot, blah blah blah, they took a long time, but I can go that deep, right? So I'm just telling you about my chart because it gives you an understanding. But everybody has their talents. Everybody. Again, you're not broken. You're not less than. Okay. Thank you, Cindi. That makes sense. She has both Pisces and Aries in the 12th house. Oh, well, then she can step into her. So that 12th house is Pisces first or is Aries? Oh, duh. She's learning to trust herself. Yeah, yeah. Because she has Aries in there, whatever she gets, she has to take action. Okay? So whatever Pisces shows her, because it's the ruler of her house, and that's a good ruler. That's like no bounds either, right? That's a Piscean, original Piscean house, right? But to get things through, she's got to trust herself and take action. Don't know where Pluto is in my house. Don't know all my houses. That's okay. That's cool, ninth house. Yes, I have Pluto now in my first. Oh, Ashley, you've been through it. Whew. Yeah, me too. Me too. Oh. So, Ashley, did you see my Pluto series? I haven't finished it because I'm still learning, right? Like, I know about Pluto, but I know what everybody else has taught me about Pluto, right? I read the books, blah, 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 da, da, da. I want to know. So, it's been put on halt, and something will come up when I'm ready to do the next house, right? But we have 19 years for me to finish this series. It's not going to take that long, hopefully. But anyway, if you look at the 12th house, I have a series that I did the 12th house and I did the first house so that you can understand. The transit, I have that on there too, but you can find your Pluto and then see if I've done your house, and I go deep to help you understand what's going on in that house, right? But at the end of each video that has the um, natal Pluto in that, if you have a natal Pluto in the 12th house, at the end of that video, I do the transit of the 12th house and the transit of the first house in the first house video. Yeah, I'm really trying to. So I have to work with that South Node Virgo, right? So I'm really trying to like, how do I say this? I'm really trying to like, because some of y'all want to learn astrology, but the others of you don't want to learn. You just, and that's okay. I mean, either way, it's not bothering me. I just want to be able to like give it to you, translate it, because that's my job as a media. I translate, right? I translate concepts. I translate people from the other side. I translate beings from other dimensions. I'm the translator, right? That's awesome. So I'm trying to do astrology where it's not so technical. And because I'm a medium, I get to like experience these planets deeply as they have this character and personality, right? But here's the thing. That Pluto is part of me, just like that Pluto is part of you, right? So again, you're not broken. There's nothing wrong when I translate it to where you can understand it. You're just going to remember. I'm not here to teach you anything you don't know. I'm just here to remind you. All right. So before I go, so for whoever, okay, got it. Yeah. I'll do it right when I get off this slide. Thank you. Yeah. And you don't have to just do it once. Just keep looking. You're going to remember. You're going to remember. Keep looking. So for all of us, the big energy for us today as we've listened to this, as we've listened to the teacher, as we've listened to my nonsense. What can we all go for? And for those of you watching later, this is for you too. Let's see what comes out. This is a message for all who's watching. Y'all need to breathe. This is tight. There we go. Relax. You've done all you can right now. You're doing exactly what you're supposed to be. The remembering, the reminiscing, the see y'all are like y'all are taking the actions that you need to take. And when you don't take the actions that you need to take, you already know that you're not taking the actions you need to take. And so you just take them at that time. Okay? You have, like, how many times does this card come up? The Four of Swords is really trying to tell us something. The Four of Swords, the Seven of Swords, the Four of Swords is really trying to tell us something. This Four of Swords is telling us you have everything. If you remember that who you are, that you are big, why would you need to have anxiety about it? Why would you need to be angry? Why would you, if you understand, how do I say this? If you understand that life flows through you, that life is not just happening to you, that you are maneuvering life, that reality is rearranged around you as you move through life. Who cares about the end? That's not, it's the journey. It's the watching the magic happen. It's the having the people come in front of you. It's the happy times that you're going to have, or already had, or will, or are having. It's the, I hope I'm saying this right. You can relax in yourself knowing that you have all these swords. You see the sword in his hand? He's not awake with anxiety and trying to figure it out. He is not trying to figure it out. He's got the swords behind him that are glowing, that are light, that are, if he can't see in the darkness, he pulls from those swords. He lays with his sword because he knows he's ready at any time. But he doesn't have to stay in anxiety and wonder. He knows, right? Now, can you remember all of that all at once? Probably you don't want to, right? So this part of our journey all together is remembering. And like you said, I can't see the end or where I'm going. You can see a direction. You sense it. You feel it. You're a Scorpio for that reason. And you're a Taurus. So you're a Scorpio for that reason, Rebecca. You're an Aries so that you know to take the action and move in that direction. And you're a Taurus so that you learn how to anchor it and make that become your reality. But if you're not trusting yourself, and I know it's hard because we've been like from all directions, right? But you've been through enough to know to trust yourself. And when you need to pick up a sword, you will. Just like you're doing now. It's one of the hardest things that you're going to have to do, but you're going to do it because you know to do it. And as you become like that vibration, let me try to give it to you in a scientific way. That vibration of your ending, of your dream, of where you want to go, right? Of like, I can't see it. You can't see it because you're in a different vibration. Your vibration, your frequency, and that whole vibration is where people tell you you're small. If you're small because you've been told that and you acclimated to that, no, that's this, your dream is a different reality. It's a different dimension. From this dimension, you cannot see here. As you walk away, as you make your choices, as you do your mirror work, it will become clear. Does that make better sense to everybody? In your whole self, you can see through dimensions. In this avatar, in your meat suit, in your life, we have to work through this. We have to we can't see physically with our eyes. It goes to our brain that translates that. We can't. But your soul knows. But as you take those actions and do those things, you'll get to this where you're going to see it clearly. And all you have to do to start right now, two things: walk away, work on the mirror, and being bigger. Because as you're working on who you truly are, you're going to be able to see this. Got it? All right. Thank you, everybody, so much for joining. For those of you that are going to watch later, please consider subscribing. If you like what you see, if I helped you in any way, yeah, put your notifications on so we can connect. Good. Good. Thank you. Have a wonderful night. I'm going night-night. It's 12 o'clock here. It's midnight here. So, I love you dearly. Love you, love you, love you. Bye.